Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy LB. What a transformative day today has been. And if you notice, I have some better lighting, so you all get a chance to see me much better. What's kind of interesting is that when I look at this review, I'm over here like watching like the background, and I was like, what's going? Oh, it's showing me it's transparent on here, so it seems a little weird watching part of the backdrop of the background, and I'm hollow. So don't know what to make of that. Anyways, today I'm just kind of giving my end of the day. Maybe I'm going to be making 2 videos a day. I have no idea. But today was a long day for me, as it normally is. I rearranged a lot of my child stuff up in her room. That was an event in and of itself. I had not planned on doing that much activity, but I resorted, reorganized, and probably made some more extra room. Oh, good, I can have water now. They say don't drink water for 45 minutes after you eat. Most people would say 20 minutes. Some of the people out there, like health gurus, would tell you that. But the Indian guy that I've been following, and I kind of like what he's saying, says to wait 45 minutes. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting 45 minutes. Now I can start drinking water because it gives the stove, which is in the Chinese or Asian culture, they say that your stomach's like an oven, or it's like an oven that's heating up and it has to cook, and you're just like it's a fire there. The kid, I don't know, the words are escaping me. Probably because I'm so freaking sleepy. It has been a day. So, anyways, you get that cooking and churning and burning, and it cooks up all the food, and you'll just have a better digestion. Water has its place. The guy says. So I'm definitely planning on drinking. I definitely want to drink. What else is going on with this day? So I did all that. I went over to my other house that the tenants moved out of, and I have so much stuff that needs to be done. And I was overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed. I spoke about it in other videos. And it's, I think the reason I'm pausing so much is because I didn't really believe that I would have help or assistance in taking care of any of this. I went over, and I'm always a person who does everything by themselves. It's a Sigma energy inside me. I don't like it. Today, I had to, it wasn't that I stepped outside my comfort zone, but I stepped outside my zone. It's not discomfort for me. I don't mind other people helping me. But I usually just keep things always on my back. And I even kind of discussed it today with a lot of the family members, my exterior family. And I told them, I was like, yeah, I'm just a person that I don't like to throw expectations, or I don't like expectations whenever somebody has done something for me. Meaning like, well, I did this for you. Now it's your turn to do it for me. Like, I may not be able to afford the same opportunity, but I wouldn't mind getting into some of these positions. That is the part I think I need for this body and spirit in this lifetime. Leaning on others. I don't do it enough. Maybe I should do a lot of it right now. That's probably it's a big other half. Remember, I say I'm not a big fan of absolutions. I've been guilty of doing that. I've been a hypocrite of doing some of this in my own life, where I've positioned myself as just everything's on me. I can take. It's not the way forward. I may preach it, but now I got to practice it. And today was the biggest emotional day I think I've had in a long time. I cried on the way home, and I can get a little teary-eyed right now thinking about it, to be honest with you. So, I've got a lot of family stuff over at the other house. And the family members, there's one in particular, he's never really been received so well in the family. Like, they just wrote him off as alcoholic, what have you. But something has recently clicked in his life. And, we all have our moments where we're going up, we're going down, going up, going down. His is more staying like that, then down, and back to that, down. He's never really soared. And he's older than me by probably like 20 years. And he's got more momentum, heart, and drive to do things and work, and doesn't mind doing it halfway for free. And with all the work that I have in front of me at the other house, he came through, and just because he's got a contractor's license, he's got that background, he looked at it like it was cheesecake. He didn't care that I had my roofing problem. I'll fix that, not a problem. We just got to wait for this, wait for that. I got a truck problem that I got to move this truck. It's been sitting there. I opened it up today to see if there was mold in it. Yeah, there's mold in it. It's moldy inside, but it's not as bad as what I thought. I thought there was going to be big time moss. Nah, it wasn't bad. Not that bad. And he was like, I told him it's got moss and everything. He's like, oh yeah, we'll fix the truck, no problem. I was like, I think it's the battery for sure. And then there's probably some other things, but that's mainly the only thing I'm going to worry about. He's like, oh yeah, we'll get that up and running, man. We might get it up and running today. Y'all don't even know. Like, I've been dealing with this stuff for years. That's why I get emotional about it. Like, years. It's probably the biggest weight on my back than anything else I've dealt with in my life. Having a kid and trying to get her to wherever I got to get her to. Having these relationship battles. The biggest weight is probably me trying to figure out how I'm going to manage my other estate with all this stuff that I'm selfishly keeping. And I hate knowing that. I hate rationalizing that. So for somebody to come in and just say magically how easy it's going to be to get it all wrapped up, I explained to him what I wanted. I wanted him to put this cover. I just did this. I said, and right here, I'm going to put a nice little cover. He was like, so the rainwater will come down and go over it instead of inside this area where the basement is. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know how many people I explained that to? I explained it to probably 6 people. What I wanted to carve out and put together and build there. And each one of them nuked it. They went in their brains trying to overthink, rearrange. Like it was like going to be a hard fucking thing. And like it pisses me off if somebody doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Get the fuck out of the way. Say you don't know. There's so much I don't know. Well, I went to them. It was as simple as him. He said it as easy as I envisioned it. Build a cover for the water to run off and go this way. I've seen it on other homes. It's not hard. He thought it was easy. We went into the basement where I had my mold issues. Mold wasn't too bad. It's still the same old basement I remember as a kid, thank God. So whatever I have there as problematic issues with my mold, I'm going to figure that out. And I'm going to get it remedied. And he said he's got all that figured out too. That's not going to be a problem to get rid of the mold issues. He knows it's coming up through the vents. He's already got all that licked. He's already got that licked. And the reason why I'm even going in this direction with my cousin is because my aunt told me, and she's not my aunt, but she's my cousin, but I treat her like my aunt. And she said, and her brothers all attested to the amazingness of my cousin's work ethic. Up at 6 a.m. and tackling all these different duties. And I'm talking with my cousin on the phone, because we just chatting it up. I mean, me and him used to crack back. We talk shit, we talk jokes. I mean, that's my fam. And he'd be cracking up, he'd be saying shit like, is your girlfriend black, white, or yellow? And I'll be cracking up because we joke around like that. We never care about the color bullshit, none of that. We love it. I was like, my girl's white. I love me white women. It's like, so I just keep it real. And we were laughing our butts off. So he's on the phone with me today, and he's talking to me, and he said, well, you know why I get up so early in the morning? It's because it's just like your uncle, or whatever. It's like his uncle, but it was my grandfather. And so he says that all the people that get a lot done in the day and do a lot and have achieved a lot, he says they all get up early in the morning. That's huge. He says, because I always would see your grandfather out in the evenings in downtown in Winston sometimes. He said, because he always got up early, did all of his work, and so that by the end of the day, he could go and have his fun. And like my grandfather's known for going out and playing checkers. That was his main thing. I played my grandfather in checkers. He's legendary. I don't care what kind of skill you think you possess as a checker person. You played my grandfather, you will get ready to get whooped. There's not very many people that could corner my grandfather in playing checkers. And I did beat him a few times. I could count on one hand out of the hundreds of games I played. He just would not loosen up. And he didn't really give me those battles. I thank my grandfather all the time for not... He probably did loosen up enough, but he was just like, I can't loosen it up any more than that. You got to figure that out. I didn't mind losing. I think I got more of my tenacity getting my ass whooped in checkers and coming back for another fucking hit to try to beat him. I learned how to continue through adversity just playing checkers. I mean, I'm emotional tonight. I don't get a chance to spend... That's my family, y'all. If you understand me, I grew up in that house. I have all my history in that home and that land, which is 10 acres of just... It's overgrown right now, but I'm planning on getting it all flattened out. I had my visions of what I wanted to build as far as like a nice little retreat club ranch in the back, because I have plenty of buildings and stuff. And I said what I wanted to do today, and I wanted to put a stoplight out there, and when it's green, people know to come back. When it's red, stay away, Fred. You know, like, he cracked up when he heard that, and I was like, yeah, I want to have like an out back, get-together place for people. Yes, you pay to come in, and we do serve alcohol, but it's usually a BYOB, or we have some there that we will give you. It's kind of like hush hush word of mouth. So we're not going to be having a liquor license, but you know to pay the host. If we're going to serve, you're going to pay. But at the same time, it'll be there with a pool table. We'll have darts. It'll be the whole nine. It'll be flooring in there. We'll have the door. I have like big barn doors I can open up. And then it's just going to be a huge, nice field parties. And when the time's right, it don't matter. If you know what's going on, if you understand these signals, you'll come back there and you'll know already it's going to cost to get in, but you're going to have a blast. I'll have music going. This is what I used to do when I was younger. People think, oh, you're an introvert and you did all that? I used to throw parties. I didn't mind having people around. You guys don't understand what an introvert energy is. I think as me, as being a Sigma introvert, we like the people as long as we can manage the flow of the audience. And we don't want to be able to deal with riffraff. We want to be able to have it at a tolerable level. So I used to throw parties. I've DJ'd. I've done all kinds of stuff in my life already. So this is kind of like me revisiting some of my old past and maybe even having it a little bit better this time around. Y'all, dude, it would just be transformed. And I told him what my vision was, and he was like, "Oh yeah, easy, we'll do that, no problem. That's right up our alley." He wants to, I think, have his son stay there, and I got no problem with that. It's like another family member, so that'll be another person paying rent, and I've actually had my home improved. Every freaking concern I had in the last couple of days is damn near wiped off the face of this earth in my little world in the manner of less than a day. Humongous. You probably wondering what magic like that works? Did I pray? Yes, I've been praying a few times throughout the day. I haven't given a whole lot to it, but I have thrown it out there. I've thrown a few prayers out. Please, I need help with this. Please. I don't know where it's coming from. You don't know where you come from. You got to get back. You'll be back there after you die. But no one knows where any of this stuff is coming from. That's kind of the Men in Black flash. Your memory is erased. You get that part erased to live this existence. Because gosh, you probably like it. You probably remember and like it so much and can associate so much to this. You would probably end your life to get back there. Not because you're like, I'm suffering. This is painful. I don't know if I like all that. Now to go back where I know where it ain't painful. That's a lot easier. and you wouldn't have any growth. So they erase it. But whenever you call upon the services and aid from that ever infinite source of resources to assist you in this controlled matrix system that you're manifesting along with other co-manifestors, then you get a chance to see magic work. In less than a day. I have years worth of pursuits that I wanted done there. And I'm set on track tomorrow to finishing and completing all of it. I have hopes, I have faith that I'm going to make some progress tomorrow. All the things that I have in the basement, I said I want to get rid of stuff, I want to throw all this stuff out, I need to hire somebody to come move it up. No. Who are you hiring? You got family. If you're going to spend money on people, spend it here on us. We'll move it out. I don't care if it takes a couple days. We'll come over at time and keep moving stuff out. He goes, and I ain't going to let you throw everything away. There's some stuff here that I feel like you're going to need to keep for the rest of your life. That's family stuff. And there's stuff here that I'm going to want just because I'm a contractor. Because he might come and go and be inside there. That's a work area. My basement area is work. I got a welding station, like a grinder, where you can do all the welding parts. Well, you use a torch for welding, but you get the idea. You have to grind some things, pieces, so you can make the tools. I mean, I saw my grandfather do it all the time. But I got a workshop basement area, so I need to know which items to keep, not keep, and I'm set on track tomorrow to doing that. And then it's going to be one thing after another. Boom, boom, boom. I'm eating an elephant one bite at a time. And it's coming together. It's happening. I do these videos every day, and now I'm doing them sometimes twice a day. Consistency is king. I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' night. Just know that I spent a lot of good time talking and getting things done. Matter of fact, he called me to let me know that he's already going to have this guy I know. But he's my cousin. He's my other cousin. Like, we're not the same. They're not in the same family. Like, we're split across. So, and the two sometimes don't get along with each other, but they end up working together, which is hilarious. I love it. Like, the two big families. And, like, he contacted the other one, which I forgot. And we never talk on that side of the family. We were the worst. We get together. We love each other. But we're all introverts. We're all Sigma introverted energy. Maybe it's Native American type. I don't really freaking know. That's where some of my heritage comes from. A big portion of that side of it. But we do not get together. It sucks. But he called him and said, hey, you know so-so? I'm like, yeah, that's my other cousin, my other family. He said, yeah, he's the mechanic that's going to come over there tonight and look at your truck. We might get it up and running tonight. We'll see what it's going to happen, what it's going to be to get it going. I got the same resource. Why didn't I contact them? No. You know what my head was going with? I got to get a towing truck to get my truck to send it over to my mechanic, and then I'll assess how the damage is going to be. Spending bokus of money all the fucking time. Oh, we got to do this. I'll get an Uber back. I got family that'll just ride with me. Y'all, the real connections, don't sacrifice them. I don't care if you get a family or you feel like you can't just be back with your family from time to time. Don't sacrifice that blood and connection. My family's already understanding of me. They already know me, and they're very understanding. So there's no sweat. I even told him I hate that I haven't been by to see his sister after she lost her son to suicide. Yeah, people go through hell everywhere. And I went to that, the viewing with my daughter. I wanted her to see what it was like, and she was like, wow, he's dead. I was like, yeah. Now you see what a dead person looks like. And this is a young person. Sad. Super sad. He's one of the my cousin. That cousin was like one of the nicest people you'd ever meet on the planet. Way nicer than I am. And he was like a rock. He was so big. He was giant, strong. Like he got it from his dad. And he was young. He was like a football player. But I mean, he was so strong. And that's it. He's gone. And his mother couldn't understand. And his sisters can't understand. I talked with his sister. Don't nobody understand why this took place at all. They were over there cleaning up. And I told him I got to get by there. He said, we'll go together. We'll go by together. I've neglected my family, believing that I don't have any, when I have so much. I spent time with my aunt. We talked a lot. Learned about a new system. I'll share it here with you guys. I think I'm going to get it, put it on my my TV. It's called SRTV. So if any of you don't know about that streaming service that you can get put on as an app on your Fire Stick or Fire TV box, it's amazing. I think it's $20 a month, but you get everything and the quality too. They have new movies that pop loose on there before anywhere else. So some of them was like Indiana Jones was one of them. Mario's already on there. All the good flicks that you probably be waiting forever to get streaming on some of these other services, they're already there. That's already a bonus in and of itself, $20 a month. What else? They just have all these nice layered good movies that you're just going to have a hard time finding on these other streaming services. And the quality was exceptional. I was blown away, impressed. So $20 a month, that seemed pretty reasonable to me. And you get pay-per-view. So I get a chance to watch all the UFC fights. It's got all the sporting events. If I ever wanted to get lazy in my mind and just start watching that kind of material, I could sit back and just play it all day, every day, you know. That's if I'm a TV junkie, but I'm intentional and all I watch is 90210. But y'all, again, this video is getting a little bit long-winded. I really wanted to share with you everything there, and of course, try out my new ring light. But words don't describe the kind of feelings I'm going through. And I even came up with 2 new ideas that I think are revolutionary. I've got to search it out, see if there's anything viable, but changed my life forever there. I'm sure I would get $1 million easy off of these. And it's time to change life and change life for everyone. I get in the right space and I get in the right power positions, I will do something about AI. And whatever I can do about AI to manifest its power in all of our lives, you better damn well believe it. You can vote for me as your president because I will put all of my eggs in that basket. I will get us to the right, sustaining, stable level. The one that I feel like is necessary for all of us. Then there will be what else? We can use it for all this other stuff, but we'll save that for another couple decades or centuries. I don't think it needs to be rushed. I could be speaking wrong. It's just maybe I don't think that's the time now. But for basics in life, AI, I will invest for us all to have it. That's a roof over your head, allocation of resources to be able to be fed properly, how you want to be fed, so that you have so many options to just live. Transportation, not a problem. Not public transportation, public independent travel transportation. I had so many dreams where I wore backpacks. They already got backpacks from what I've heard that people are flying around. So it's time to pick up the pace. And if I get in that position where I can go in that direction, you better well believe it. I'll be doing something there. Thanks for tuning in. If you're listening to all this, appreciate it. And we'll rock out on the next video. I'm sure it'll be something else I have to talk about. But there you go. Peace.